it's time for another vlog. This one and two more before we take our break for Christmas. I'm sure you'll all be having a break as well, so it's a good idea if we all do it together. So what have we got this week? Well, would you like to know what happened last week? Well, we did a bit of video recording on Tuesday. We went out and Molly did her picture frame, which you can look at on the Making with Molly page. But apart from that, it's just been general work as always. I did listen to the budget. I wish it had been a budgie. They're much more fun. Anyway, what else have you got this week? Well, on Tuesday, it's another Pip the Pixie story. And this one is called How Very Sensible, which seems to me very sensible. On Wednesday, History Have a Go. Now, if you remember, last week, History Have a Go was from 1951 to 1975. I was alive for the whole of the period. In fact, I went from being absolutely beautifully cute. Did you notice? Did you see the pictures? I went from, well, I look at it differently to you, obviously, but I went from being absolutely beautifully cute at the beginning of the period to being married with a child by the end of the period. Now, this time we're doing the birth of the millennials. And I have to tell you that during this period, Molly was born. And I said to her, I'd like to see a picture, please, of you when you were sort of the end of the period, when you perhaps 3 or 4 years old. And she duly, oh, there it is. Still in love with nature. I think her parents had abandoned her in the middle of a river somewhere and she was trying to get rescued, but no, maybe not. Anyway, so History Have a Go, Birth of the Millennials, 1976 to the year 2000. By the way, I go on about this quite a lot. We celebrated the end of the millennial at the wrong time. The end of the millennium at the wrong time. Anyway, that's Wednesday. On Thursday, it's another Making with Molly. And this time she's going to be making a Christmas wreath. And that you can include in your decorations if you haven't got your decorations up already. I have got mine up. There you are, you've been looking at them. And then on Friday, we move into Suffolk. And what do we get when we're in Suffolk? Well, we end up in the clouds with a landscape painter. Sort of. Anyway, so that's this week. 2 more weeks to go, as I said. I'll see you next week, 8th of December. Have a good time. And if you're doing your nativity or any other sort of show at the end of term, hope it all goes well. See you then. Bye.